So I was in an Uber with a buddy and some people I just met that night. And we drive by this thing called the Half Shell. I look at my buddy and say, yeah, I came there as a kid to sing a song and hear Nelson Mandela give a speech. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, Nelson Mandela served 26 years in prison, then he came to New York to give a speech, then he went to Boston to give a speech. My buddy was like, yeah, but why would Nelson Mandela come to Boston, of all places, in the 90s to give a speech? And I was like, oh, that's actually a good thought. I don't know. All I remember is that I got to sing the South African National Anthem. And the person in the seat in front of me turns around and says, you sang the South African National Anthem? I was like, yeah, man, Nkosi Sikelel. And he was like, I'm South African. Get out of here. So you know what he does? He breaks down the entire reason about why Boston was one of the places that Nelson Mandela came to fresh out of prison. Because there were so many colleges in the area that were very anti-apartheid. He even knew the name of the person who was spearheading the movement. So my buddy sitting next to me was like, that's weird. I was like, what's weird? He's like, well, I really want to know the answer. I couldn't figure it out. All of a sudden, it falls in my lap. I was like, oh yeah, that is a nice coincidence. Then we all went to a bar together and had a toast in honor of Nelson Mandela. That's it. That's the whole story.